So it's kind of with mixed feelings that I'm doing this project, because I love the look of the 2-track. I love the grass growing up in the middle. It gives the house like a rustic cabin feel, I think. But at the end of the day, it's not very practical, especially if when you're pulling in and out of here with trailers and stuff like that. It's very hard to stay right on the tracks, especially when you're backing up a trailer or something like that. You always get off to the edge, especially in the springtime, and it can kind of make a little bit of a mess. So right here, I've got a very solid base. This is really good gravel in here. It doesn't ever pool up with water, so I don't think I have to do a whole lot with this section. Besides, I'm going to probably scrape some of this grass off in the center. And then also, but the driveway actually goes off to the right. And I mean, ideally, I'd love to do a curved driveway where I come in and there's like a tree or something you pull around, so it kind of blocks the view of the house even more. I mean, you really have to stop at my driveway to see my house anyway. It's pretty well secluded, I guess, so it's not a huge deal. I've got these nice Norways and stuff planted, and you know, there's a big bank out there that's about probably 8 feet tall, that unless you are sitting up over 8 feet, you really can't see back here. But I guess I'm probably just going to make it as straight as possible. So that means bringing this over to the left a little bit. So I'm going to kind of lay everything out with some string and a couple stake. I'm going to take the skid steer, like I said, try to scuff some of this topsoil off, especially down here. The gravel is not as good down here as it is at the other end of the driveway. So, and then this area has always been a little bit of a parking area. You could probably put 3 cars there. I'm going to make it a little bit wider, make it like a 4-car. And then I think I'm going to kind of do a retaining wall around it. And then everything that, the whole driveway is going to be surfaced, I think, with millings. All right, so I got the parking area kind of cleared out. I really can't do a whole lot more until I get this pile of dirt out of here. So I gotta go get my buddy's dump trailer. And then I'm gonna spread this gravel. This is all nice gravel that kind of peeled off from different spots, and I'll spread that around. And then we'll start laying in the railroad ties here. I'm gonna leave that pile of soil there. Got a little bit of rock here. The soil in case I need to backfill something around here, but or level something out. But this will be, you know, the rear tier ties, and then I'll tie it back this way with you know, one single row probably. I'm not really sure yet. I'll tie it back this way in the middle somehow, just to keep everything stout. Hopefully this works. I am not a landscaper by any stretch of the imagination, but I have a good idea of what I'm trying to do. My skid steer was actually at my buddy's house, and he's like, well, you're welcome to come grab your skid steer, of course, but I've got this, I got the John Deere hydrostatic John Deere with this, I don't even know what you call this thing. It's like I have no idea, like a grading blade, but it's got these little teeth that kind of pull, are supposed to like pull the bigger chunks out and stuff. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna try to pull all the big rocks out, because he was saying like if I try to spread millings and then I go and try to smooth them out, those teeth will pull all the big rocks up through, even if I put and spread the millings over top of them. So I'm gonna do like a bunch of passes, try to smooth this out as good as I can before tomorrow. You can see he's got some weight on here, probably, I don't know, not much, 100 pounds or so. And then it did a pretty nice job. Like, he just pulled from there to there, and he did go pretty slow, but he was saying like the faster you go, the less effective it is. So I'm gonna do that a bunch of times, and then hopefully we'll be ready for the millings tomorrow. I'll tell you what, it's smoothing this thing out like butter. That thing works good, whatever you call that attachment. But all the big rocks are getting pulled down to here. Some of the small stuff too, of course. You're not gonna segregate everything with that, but all of this looks beautiful. The only thing I don't like about this tractor, there's no cup holder, which is a disaster. I knew I got rid of my John Deere for a reason. You know, the Kubota's got 2 cup holders in it, so I don't know. You know, I hate to judge a tractor based on its amenities like that, but beautiful Sunday like this, you really got to have a cup holder. That's unacceptable. So John Deere, do better, please. I was worried about that limb. It's damn tight. Am I gonna have to cut some stuff?
What's that?
You want me to cut some stuff?
Well, depends on where you want it.
I was thinking, well, I gotta have this filled. I gotta have all that filled. I mean, the whole driveway needs done, so I don't know, whatever you think is easiest. Quiet. See kind of how far it goes. Well, there's the first load, all spread and smoothed out, graded out. Definitely got to bring the parking area up a bit, so I'd like to get another half a load or so on that, another half load down here. This is probably pretty good, and then I got one more load which should hopefully do all the way out to the end of the driveway, given the square footage I covered here. But overall though, very happy with how that little back blade is working. I guess my buddy got it for free from a school job he was working or something. I guess they used it to groom the baseball diamonds. But man, that thing works awesome for spreading stone. I'm moving it around pretty easy with the John Deere, and we figured rather than try to tailgate spread it, which can be hit or miss, and plus with that big limb in the way, we're just going to dump it here. I can spread it just like I did the first load, and I'm going to spread some that way. I'm going to fill this parking area in more, and then I'm going to spread some down there. So hopefully 3 loads will get us pretty darn close. Third and final load here. Alright, I got like a rough grade done on almost all of the whole driveway. My neck is killing me. That's the only downfall to using a back blade or any attachment on the back of the tractor that you gotta turn around and watch. Through the some foot brake on the back of the Kubota here, I had some kind of washboard action going on down here that I couldn't get rid of with that little blade. Once it's in there, it's very hard unless you start going the other way, and I don't have enough room. so I couldn't really knock those ridges out. But I'm gonna take the rake, and I've got it kind of angled one way or the other so I can pull some of this stuff away from the outside edge here and back into the middle of the driveway. Kind of put a slight crown on it. I really don't want a crown on it, at least not a very aggressive one, because this all kind of slopes this way. My goal eventually, or you know, in the process of grading this, is to get this so the driveway slopes this way away from the house, the parking area slopes this way, and this area right here is a little bit low, and that all slopes out towards the pond. So that would be where the water kind of ends up down that way. Well, I just went through with the stone hand rake and pulled all the stuff that had made it out into the yard from spreading all this millings. Pulled that back into the driveway. All the stuff around the railroad ties. Got that all straightened out and looking nice. I think we're just about ready to roll it. I might run over it a couple more times with the rake. Mainly just up and down the main driveway part, and then get my big roller out, fill it with water, and run up and down it a bunch of times. Get this stuff kind of packed in. Got the edges looking really nice and crisp and clean for the most part. Gonna come back in here, fill this, plant grass seed all the way around the front. And actually I'm probably gonna come through and plant some shrubs so that even like in the winter time, you no kidding know, all right, you're not supposed to pull up any further than here. You're gonna hit them shrubs or whatever back into them. So not sure if I'll get to that this year or not, but yeah, I think just about time to go fill the roller up and see how all this stuff packs in. what can I say? Everything went pretty well. The roller that I rolled these with worked really well. I actually have a video of that on my channel. I'll leave a link in the description. That thing's about 2,500 pounds full of water. And you know, I went back and forth about renting a vibratory roller, but we'll see how good this works out. And actually everybody said these things really need to bake in the sun to really compact and make a hard surface. So I'm anxious to see how that's gonna work out, get a nice few hot days in a row and see how these things really pack in, see how they hold up to a heavy rain. But overall, I couldn't be happier, and I think it's a big improvement. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up on the video, and please leave a comment below. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next project.